Hey, today we are going to talk about where did the term cheers come from? It is a cool story. You better stay tuned. You'll wow your friends with this one. Well, hello everyone and cheers. I'm so excited that you're with me today because we are going to talk about where did this expression cheers, this idea of toasting someone, come from? It's a great story and it goes back to ancient Greece. Now, bear with me, this is all going to be cool. So, back in ancient Greece, Ulysses would toast Achilles. Yeah, it was written by Homer in the Odyssey. I mean, we're going way back. And what would happen was Ulysses would perform an Homeric ritual. Yes, he actually created the modern day etiquette for toasting. It hasn't changed since Ulysses. So what did Ulysses do? Well, he would take his drink. Today we toast with champagne. You can toast with anything, coffee, water, anything. It just as long as you toast with a beverage. So our Ulysses, he would stand, and when you deliver a toast, you stand. And Ulysses would hold his vessel, his drinking vessel, up high in his right hand, and he would look to the heavens, look to the sky. He was looking at the person to whom he was toasting, which was Achilles, one of the gods in heaven. And so he would say, "To your health." So he would toast to Achilles' good health. And as a further nod to Achilles, Ulysses would just dump just a little bit, pour just a little bit of the precious first sip of his beverage onto the ground. And that was giving the precious first sip to the gods. And so that was very neat. And so, the ancient Greeks, they had a god for wine and how we would be cheering and toasting. And his name was Dionysus. And the Romans knew him as Bacchus. Okay, so we were toasting, we were saying cheers basically for a long time. And now we get to the super early Middle Ages. And this thing catches on like wildfire because it's the year 450. Okay, we're in England, and there is this. Now, this is a really good story. Ladies, listen up. Okay, so there is this Saxon leader, and he wants to put on a big banquet for the King of England, Vortigern. And he gets this huge banquet together, and this Saxon leader had this gorgeous daughter. Her name was Rowena. Okay, now Rowena was ahead of her time. She was really had it going on. She was knock dead gorgeous, and she had met the king a little bit. They'd seen each other because her dad was this big shot Saxon leader, and so she is had sort of this flirtatious thing with the king kind of going on. And in these days, women did not attend these banquets. I mean, no, you maybe helped get it together and then you took off. Well, not Rowena, not our Rowena. She, like I said, was ahead of her time, and she was bold and brave and beautiful. And so at this banquet, they're there, the king is there, and she jumps up. She rises to her feet. She's at the banquet, which was something. She rises to her feet. "Excuse me, everyone," she said. "To the king, to your good health. Cheers." Well, it was, wow, a moment. I mean, women didn't do that kind of thing. It was just shocking on a level and incredible on another level. And the king was just absolutely blown over. And her beauty, her bravery, her boldness, her gravitas, guess what happened? He said, "Okay, banquet, we've got this banquet going on. Rowena, marry me. Let's do it tonight." And she said, "Sounds great." So they got married that very night. So legend has it, So, you want to be big and bold? Okay, propose a toast of someone. You just never know what could happen. Okay, guys, same thing. Listen up. You could do the same as well. Okay, so that's where drinking to your good health, which became cheers. And in many languages around the world, salute, all these different words around the world, they signify cheers, which is to your good health, to your good fortune, to you, as a celebration of you. And that's why we say cheers. And it's so fun to look at the word for basically cheers around the world. There's skol, there's chin chin, Nostrovia, there is Lakayam. There are so many neat ways to say cheers. So in your country, how do you say cheers? I just love to learn how to say cheers in another country. Jivali, Geisha, Gadzra. There's so many neat ways to say cheers. So remember, be sure you're toasting. Think back all the way to Rowena. You go, girl. And think back into Ulysses and to the ancient Greeks. And we have been toasting and cheering. And it's all for good fortune and good health. So next time you say cheers to someone, think about all that. There's a lot of cool history. And we're doing it around the world with the same sentiment. From our hearts, it's a gift to say cheers. So here's to you. Cheers. Thank you. And as I always say, everybody, please be kind and subscribe. Will you hit the button? Thank you.